Okay, so let's have a look at what this part B is referring to. So it says the median, and we've already said it there. Somebody just said it. What does the median mean? Not smallest to biggest. The middle number when they are listed, smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest. Yeah, absolutely perfect. So the very, very important definition in maths, middle, but there must be in order. So those are the two things that you need there. So if I wanted to find the median height of the people in this room, we'd all have to stand against a wall, then arrange ourselves from biggest to smallest, and then whoever was in the middle, we'd have to say, okay, you're the median height for this group. Okay. If we all just stood there randomly and picked the person in the middle, that would not be the median. You'd have used some maths to realise that it's the middle, but it's not the true middle because it's not in order. Okay, and that's generally how this is taught when you do it in school for the first time. You get the students to line up, and then they can see, and then that person who's the middle person can come out to the front of the class, and everyone can kind of see, yeah, that kind of makes sense. That does, because there's a tall girl over there, there's a short little lad at the front there. That person that's at the front now looks roughly like they're in the middle. Okay, so there must be an order first. So with our data here, first of all, would we say this is a large or a small data set? Would you say this is a large or a small collection of data? 7 days worth of data? Small. We would definitely say this is small. Okay, anything less than about 20 pieces of data, I would say is definitely small. Because when we talk about large data, we're talking about like maybe the account details of like the entire customer base of a bank, or maybe the entire data of a number of students on roll in a college. So when it's small data, that means we can list it nice and easily. So I can write -6, which is the smallest, then -4. What's next? -2, and then 1, 2, and then the positive ones are very easy, aren't they? 4 and 5. And then we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers because there's 7 days in the week. Okay, so I would get 1 mark for that in an exam because I've listed them in order. Now, what do I do next to find the middle number? I cross them out from the end. Now, I always imagine this as being like one of those car crushers. It's kind of crushing in from the edge, and whatever's left in the middle, kind of like where the car would be in the crusher at the very end, is going to be your middle number. So -6 has gone and 5's gone, -4's gone, 4's gone, -2's gone, 2's gone, and I'm left with 1 degree C in the middle there, and that's my second mark for this question. And that's the perfect answer. There are some people that get confused with this because they think they're looking at the list. They might think that sometimes the median isn't in the list, but on this occasion, the 1 is in the list. What do I do if there are 2 numbers in the middle when it comes to the median?
You just
Add them together and divide by 2, absolutely. So let's just make a really, really simple example of that just to show you. So we've got this really simple data set here, for example. Okay, if I had something like that and I wanted to find the middle of these 4 numbers, exactly as Eddie said, I would cross off. I'd have these 2 numbers in the middle. I would do 3 plus 4 to get 7, and then we'd find the middle of 7 by dividing it by 2. So 7 divided by 2 is what? 3.5. And this is what I was trying to get at when I said a lot of people get confused, because people that maybe haven't attended maths very much, or maybe aren't that familiar with medians, they might think, actually, how can that be the answer? There's no 3.5 in my list. How could that happen? Imagine this was the shoe sizes of some children, and this was the shoe sizes of the children in a particular class. And you might say, how can it be 3.5? There's no child in this class with a 3.5 shoe size, but that is okay. Because what you were saying when it comes to data is it's a range of data. So I'm saying my smallest piece of data is a 2. My largest piece of data is a 7. So all of my data is in that range somewhere. Every child in that class is somewhere in here. It just so happens that the middle version of this, the middle child in this point, would be at 3.5. Okay, that middle child would be at 3.5 on this occasion. It's not the midpoint between 7 and 2, but it's the middle value between the data that we've got in front of us. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, really quite a big topic that is, if I'm honest with you. It does come up quite a lot.